I'm Russell Brunson, and I'm on HelpBnk. I'm the founder of a company called ClickFunnels. We have sold over $1 billion of our own products and services through funnels and helped our clients sell over $10 billion in the last 10 years. What is the biggest myth in business? I think the biggest myth in business is that you need other people's money to be successful. We bootstrapped ClickFunnels by ourselves without any money, just us hustling, working hard, and took it to over $1 billion in sales without taking a penny of outside money. And I think the myth is that you have to have money to make money. That's not true. You just have to have the drive and the excitement, and that's all you really need to build a business and make money. How can I make my first $1,000 online? The easiest way to make your first $1,000 is to sell a service. So figure out something you can become good at. It could be anything, but go learn how to become really good at some skill set and then go sell that service to another business owner who's looking for the unique ability and unique talent that you have developed. How can I make $1 million? $1 million is actually less hard than you think. It's just a math problem, right? You can either create a $10 product and sell 100,000 copies of it, $100 product and sell 10,000 copies, $1,000 product, sell 1,000 copies, $10,000 product, sell 100 copies, $100,000 product, sell 10, or $1 million offer. That's really the reality. So for most entrepreneurs, when I made my first $1 million, it came down to me figuring out, okay, I want to create a $1,000 offer and I need to sell 1,000 copies. And so I created my very first $1,000 offer and I spent the next couple of years learning how to sell 1,000 copies of it. And that's how I made my very first $1 million. What is the most common mistake in entrepreneurship? The most common mistake people make in entrepreneurship is they try to make the business or the product about themselves. The real key to success in entrepreneurship is figuring out who is your dream customer and then making everything you do, every product, every idea, every video, all about them, not about you. What are the top 3 skills needed for making money? Skill number 1 is learning how to communicate. Those who can communicate their message the most are the ones who make the most money. Step number 2 is you have to get really good at networking and getting to know other people. Business is a game of relationships, and the more relationships you can build, the more successful you're gonna be. And step number 3 is you have to learn how to over-deliver in every aspect of life, from your family life, your business life, and specifically with your customers. If you are over-delivering at every single step, every communication you have with somebody, that's when they keep coming back for more. What are the best habits for success? Best habit for success is to consciously realize what false beliefs are holding you back, and then figuring out why you believe those things, consciously deciding how to overwrite those false beliefs. The reason why you don't have what you want right now in life is completely because of your brain. The brain is only keeping you between you and your goals. So understanding how the mind works, mastering it, and figuring out how to rewrite your false beliefs with true beliefs that serve you is the key to being successful in anything in life. What's the biggest risk you've taken in business, and was it worth the risk? I think the biggest risk that I took in business initially was 10 years ago when I decided to take on a business partner. And business partners can be huge risks. A lot of times you end up in a business marriage that can go south, but my partnership with Todd Dickerson is probably one of the best decisions I made in my entire life. 100% worth the risk. He's my technical co-founder and the genius who actually built ClickFunnels. What is your most expensive mistake, and what did you learn from it? My most expensive mistake was acquiring a business when I had no right acquiring a business. I'm in the business of growing companies with sales funnels, and we had an idea of buying a company. We ended up spending about $40 million for it. It was a horrible investment. We're still paying for it. A lot of times we're trying to shortcut success by buying other people's companies sometimes, where a lot of times it's better just to continue on the path of growing it organically the way you know, using your skill sets and not trying to jump into a whole different business that you don't understand. I did not understand how to acquire business, and that's what got us in trouble. How do you handle setbacks? I think the biggest thing with setbacks is I try not to look in the rear view mirror very long. A lot of people get so stuck on like, oh, I messed up, and they think about that, they dwell on it. I try to look at it really quickly just to learn from it, but then try to look forward as quick as possible. And that way I don't get stuck in like the long-term drama of the setback, and so I can focus on finding solutions and moving forward. What advice would you give to a struggling entrepreneur? The best advice I would give you is to stop thinking about yourself. Find a business and a market that you would do for free anyway, and just become obsessed with giving and serving and loving on your customers. When you do that, all the other stuff will come to you magically. Usually when we're struggling, it's because we're focused on us as opposed to them. How do I stand out in the world of business? You stand out by being yourself. Most people are trying to be somebody else. I am a wrestler with cauliflower who talks way too fast, and that's why I stick out. That's why people know who I am. My first product was selling potato guns. It's being you, authentically you, and not trying to cave into what you think people are gonna be. When I started business, I started wearing a tie and tried to be very business-ish. It did not work. When I just became me, that was the key, is just becoming yourself and being authentic to that. Do I need a mentor? Yes, you do. A mentor is the shortcut. And a mentor can be as simple as a book. Tony Robbins once told me that you can get a decade of an author's information in a day by just reading a book from them. So it can start with who's somebody who's done what you want to do, find a book they've written, read that. That can be your first mentor. After that, a mentor is the fastest way to get speed. You find someone who's already done what you're trying to do, hire that person for consulting and mentoring, and that's how you get to the finish line faster. Who's been the most influential person in your life? Man, that is a That's a big one. I have a lot of people who influence my life, from religious leaders to family, to friends, to my wife. But I say probably, honestly, initially it's probably my dad. He was the one who got me excited about business, about sports, about other things like that, and I wanted to be like him, and so I started pursuing those things because of that, and I wanted to make him proud, and I think that was a big reason why I am where I am today, because just stuff I learned from him and what I wanted to do to become more like him. How important is your routine, and what is your daily routine? I've noticed the times in my life where I'm struggling is usually when I've fallen off my routine. There's a really interesting correlation. When I'm doing my routine, it's hard to notice anything's different happening, but when I break the routine is when everything seems to go haywire. And so having a routine is very, very important. It gives you consistency, it gives you the ability to become geometrically better at what you're doing because it's consistently, habitually happening over and over and over again. And so setting routines in the morning, in the afternoon, at nights, to keep you into the goals you're trying to do is the best way to really be successful over the long term. Can entrepreneurs ever really switch it off? If they can, please let me know how, because I have yet to figure out how to do that. I struggle at all things relaxing. I struggle at vacations, partially because I love this game so much that it feels like I'm on vacation every day playing it. My wife keeps asking me when I'm gonna retire, and the reality is I feel like I'm in retirement right now because I'm having so much fun doing what I'm doing every single day. How do you measure success? How do you personally define success? I think everyone has their own version of success. For me, success is an equation, and there's two parts of it. Success is the science of achievement, like actually going after a goal and achieving it, but then also the art of fulfillment. And so when you take achievement and fulfillment, for me it's achievement plus fulfillment equals success. Tony Robbins said that achievement without fulfillment is ultimate failure. If the opposite of that is achievement plus fulfillment, that's success. And so it's finding a goal, achieving it, and in the process is learning how to be fulfilled at what you're doing. Do you feel like you've made it? I feel like I've had some success and I've had a lot of fun along the way, but my goals and my dreams are so big and my vision, what I'm trying to do, that I don't think I've made it in my mind yet. I think a lot of the people are like, oh yeah, you made it. I had someone tell me at one time, like, hey, what was it like when you actually made it? I was like, I don't know, I'll let you know when I get there. So I'm still in the middle of the vision I'm trying to create, and I've had a lot of fun along the way, but definitely haven't reached the goals of, I think, my full potential yet. How do I efficiently market my business? The key to efficiently marketing your business is making sure that you're only showing your ads to the people who are most likely to buy, which means you have to really know exactly who your dream customer is, figure out who that profile is, and then where you can find those people, and then just show your ads to those people specifically. The more people that are seeing your ads, the more waste, the less money you're gonna make, the harder it is to be profitable. The finer you can understand and really know your dream customer, that's what makes funnels and makes marketing actually win. What are funnels and how do they work? Better question is, what are not funnels? Everything's a funnel. Everything in this world's a funnel, right? When I met my spouse, the top of the funnel, I dated a whole bunch of people, and then I started steady dating a couple more, and then I met my wife, and then we got married, and that's a whole funnel, right? Every single day you're on social media, there's the entire internet, there's social media, and there's people click on your links. Like, a funnel is the process you take somebody from being someone randomly out there to somebody actually coming into your world and buying your product or your service. How do you create a marketing funnel? You use a really cool software tool called ClickFunnels, and all you do is for me, I sit on a whiteboard and I map out, here, what's the first thing I want someone to see? Then the second thing, I sketch out kind of a blueprint of what are the pages in the funnel, where am I trying to take somebody? And after I have the blueprint sketched out on a whiteboard, then we go into ClickFunnels and we build it and make that dream become a reality. What is the key to a good landing page? The key to a good landing page are three things. It's the hook, the story, and the offer. That's key in every step of a funnel. But one of the most important things on a landing page specifically is that hook, and it's using as much curiosity as possible to get somebody to want to continue inside their funnel. So you increase the curiosity, you'll increase the opt-in rate. Increase the opt-in rate, you'll get more people in your funnel, and you have more people you can serve over the long term. What's next for Russell Brunson? What's next is just more of the same. My message is not changing. I'm just trying to get more people to understand it, because I've been called to gather people who are gathering people and giving them tools and the training they need to be able to get their message out to more people. So what's next for me is just gathering more people together so we can help them get their message out through funnels and through the things that we teach.